14-7. Come on, pretty good. That's not bad. I thought they got ripped off from a few fouls.
Yeah. Don't know how to get them.
They don't. Just fucking.
But I don't know how to.
Show it's a foul.
Yeah.
I'll have a look at film.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're right. Now, that second half was very impressive from the team this afternoon. After that halftime break when it was so close, what impressed you the most of the execution of the Lightning in the second half?
I mean, offensively, we start to put points on the board, but it comes from our defensive end. It was 39-31 to Caps, and from that point, I think there was a timeout, kind of got stuck into the girls a little bit, and it ended up, we go 28-53 after that. So, lockdown on defence, Sharp goes for 17 in the first half, and we keep it at 3 in the second. It goes a long way. Jade, she gets 11 assists, but we keep it at 9 points for the game. The lockdown and the defensive, focus after, midway through the second quarter was excellent by the girls, and the team D and the want to help behind the basketball was very good.
Yeah, I was going to say in that second half, obviously Alex Sharp had a big impact in that first half, and you took well her a lot, and then obviously you paid a lot of attention to Monica Okoye throughout the whole game and that. So did you have particular schemes and plans in place to really get them off their lines early? And some work, and did some work, did some not?
Oh, look, I think the girls played to scout pretty well. After halfway through the second quarter, I think we weren't tough enough at the start of the game. Once we locked in on the one-on-ones, Okoye, let me have a look. She goes 1 of 4, 2 of 4 from the 3-point line, but she hits one over a big hand, so that's a pretty good scout. We switch and we front, and our help defense behind the basketball was very good. We try and slow Jade down, and like I said, Taylor Brazil goes to Alex Sharp in the second half and, just does a hell of a job at chasing her around, keeping the ball out of her hands, and then contesting and making shots tough. There were rhythm shots in the first half that she didn't give her in the second half. So, Brazil did an excellent job on that scout in the second half.
That game that you won against Townsville, did some of that momentum come into this game this afternoon where you just felt really confident from the get-go just to get going?
Oh, look, I think it does. I think it always helps when you get a big scout. The energy in the change room, it was a different feel today. Maybe, Towie's back in and the girls felt pretty good about that. But we felt good from before the game, which we have had. That's been pretty inconsistent all season. So I knew we were all going to have a good game. Yeah, it took us a little bit to get going. But, after we got going, they stuck to their guns and, to keep a team to 67, who I think they had 90 points on us last time. Very pleasing at the defensive end.
And Steph, great to have you back in the WNBL and also for the Adelaide Lightning. Any nerves coming into today, or were you feeling all right about yourself as you took the call this afternoon?
Yeah, definitely. I was saying to someone earlier, I was so nervous during the week knowing it was my first game back, say Monday to Thursday to Friday. I was shitting my pants. By the time it got to the weekend, I was nerves were gone. I was ready to go. So actually, surprisingly, it wasn't too bad.
And you got involved in that first play when you got on court as well. Did that kind of settle the nerves a bit, getting that early basket?
Yeah, I think
you were that.
The easy two to get me going was definitely settled the nerves. I think I don't know if it was planned, but subbing me in on the defensive end definitely helped. Get my bearings before we go down the offensive end. But yeah, that easy two to start me off definitely settled the nerves.
You had a lot of contributors this afternoon as a whole group. I mean, yourself, 14 points and 7 rebounds on return in 20 minutes of action, which was really great for you in your return. But I really want to highlight return is 16 points and 11 rebounds. I believe a season high from Bree as well. I wanted to ask you, was there a conscious effort because you didn't have Izzy this afternoon to utilise her more on the offensive end and get her on that rim a lot more?
Yeah, I don't think it was a conscious effort. We've been telling Breezy all year we want her to be more aggressive. I think just coming off the pick and roll, being aggressive, and them switching just left her open, and thankfully she was aggressive and finished well tonight.
Yeah, pretty much covered everything I had, but coming back from an injury, did it feel different, on the court?
Honestly, once I was out there, after 30 seconds had been, my competitive spirit just kind of took over. I tried to probably relax a little bit more than I would normally and take it easy, just being the first game back, but I felt pretty normal, which is positive signs.
What did Nat say to you going into the comeback game? Did you just take it all in? What were some of the words that was?
Get 6 rebounds.
Yeah. Just like simple things, focus on rebounding, the defense, and the rest of the game will come.
Did you approach it any differently going into this one, knowing that we come back? Obviously, the Olympics coming up. I mean, what's your thoughts going through your head at this point?
No, I thought I would, but this morning came and it was just another day. Walked the dogs at the beach, I had breakfast, and I treated it like any other game day, and it just came back naturally, I think. Yeah.
And how much of a morale booster was this for the team to see Steph back on the court? I mean, the crowd was electric today when she got back onto it. How about the team itself?
I mean, Steph's huge for this, not just the team, the club in general. You know, she's the face of the club. She has been for a while now, and she'll continue to be until she wants to not play anymore. I feel like that's probably why the energy was super high in the change room, because a luxury having Steph Talbot come off the bench and have that security blanket, and like you said, 20 minutes, 14 points and 7 rebounds, after not quite 11 months of rehabbing from an ACL, pretty bloody good. And like I said, a luxury to be able to bring her in and know that we've got that extra layer of not just what she brings when she's out there, but that toughness that that sometimes it lacks with us.
And how much does it excite you as a coach that potentially next season we could be seeing Borlase and Talbot together on the court?
Mate.
Obviously, one had to go out, but
Give it to me, like I cannot wait to see these two running up, up and down, on the wings with each other, and just like toughness that they'll both bring in. Another 6 months under Borlase's belt, and Steffi will go to WNBL and feel like herself, and better when she gets back after an Olympic campaign. So yeah, very exciting times ahead for the Lightning.
and finally, just a word on the 30th anniversary. So seeing all the old players back out there, all the old equipment people, even it was really just a lovely event. Some thoughts from you two. What was it like to be out there seeing the old faces back in the court?
Yeah, it was lovely. We had the function before the game, and it was awesome to walk in and see so many ex-players that I've played with or before my time, and some idols that we watched growing up, all in the one room. I thought it was really cool.
I mean, the history of the club runs really deep, and I feel like sometimes we forget, all the players don't realise what's come before them, and there's been some, amazing players. Opal's coaches, stars in the WNBL that have played for this club and have brought so much in that we need to really be on that a lot more than we have, and I'm really glad that they've got it together and been able to celebrate the 30-year anniversary. But we need more of it. We need to know why these girls get to wear the singlet that they get to wear and why they get to be professionals, today.
Cameron, did you have any questions, mate?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks,
Thank you.
No
Enjoy
worries.
a couple of weeks break.
We will.
Also, come break.